Welcome to the Stock Market Daily News Podcast. Today is March 22nd, 2026, and we're recapping the major market moves from Friday, March 21st. It was a tough close for Wall Street to end the week. The S&P 500 slid nearly 5%, the Dow Jones dropped almost as much, and the Nasdaq tumbled as investors braced for rising geopolitical tensions and surging energy prices. Gold joined equities in retreat, while crude oil bucked the trend, rocketing up more than 7% on the day and now up a staggering 53% since the US and Israel-Iran conflict escalated at the end of February. Here's what you need to know about the current market landscape and investment outlook. First up, market-wide risk-off moves intensified as global investors exited stocks, crypto, and even some precious metals. The Kobeissi Letter reported a record $64 billion in outflows from S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100 ETFs over the past 3 months. That's about 5% of total assets. Bitcoin ETFs posted $253 million in redemptions just over the past 2 days, mirroring the broader war-driven pullback. For investors, it's a clear sign that uncertainty is prompting a move to the sidelines, draining liquidity. Turning to energy, the Middle East crisis has injected a new war premium into oil. Brent crude jumped above $119 per barrel midweek before settling around $110, while Middle East Dubai crude nearly hit $167. Even though OPEC Plus has signaling they'll cautiously adjust output, the real story is not just supply but safe passage, with nearly 1 in 5 barrels globally moving through the threatened Strait of Hormuz. The U.S. took the unusual step of temporarily easing sanctions on Iranian oil, unlocking 140 million barrels stuck at sea in an urgent attempt to cap prices. Meanwhile, individual investors are searching for protection against what some strategists warn could be a lost decade for stocks. With S&P 500 valuations still near highs last seen in 2021, the president of Yacktman Asset Management, which shined in the last market drought, suggests focusing on companies with strong free cash flow even in recessions, low debt, and reasonable valuations. As risk-off flows dominate, defensive strategies and cash-rich businesses could see more interest if volatility continues. In a rapid reminder of just how much the investing landscape has changed, silver has been this decade's top-performing major asset. Over the past 10 years, silver notched more than a 22% total return, beating out gold, stocks, and bonds, thanks to rising industrial demand from electronics and renewables. For long-term investors, commodities may offer critical diversification when equities stumble. Rounding out today's top stories, Kobeissi made waves in the global derivatives space by launching stock perpetual futures for non-US traders. This move allows 24/7 leverage trading on major tech stocks like Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Tesla, as well as S&P and Nasdaq ETFs. By blending crypto and traditional assets on a single platform, Kobeissi is betting on a new era of around-the-clock investing, though with higher leverage, risk management will be key for anyone tempted by these new products. Quick recap before we go. The S&P 500, Dow, and Nasdaq closed down sharply Friday as war in the Middle East shook energy markets and sent investors fleeing risk. Oil surged, equities fell, and outflows hit records. Defensive positioning and diversification remain front of mind for many. Looking ahead, keep an eye out for next week's economic updates, ongoing developments in the energy sector, and possible statements from the Federal Reserve about interest rates and inflation. That's it for today's Stock Market Daily News Podcast. Make sure to subscribe, follow us for daily updates, and visit our website for more insights on navigating these volatile markets. See you next time.